Hey guys, Nick here. Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick and the finale, second part to What If John Cena Beat Austin Theory. Before we get started, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the Omniverse of Nick main channel, this channel, and all the other channels promoting all Omniverse of Nick content. And be sure to catch up on any story, posts, or anything you've missed. With all that said, let's begin. We open up where we ended off last time. John Cena is confronted by Miz after the payback match that he officiated with LA Knight and Miz says he's coming for the US belt. John Cena dares him and says he's planning on making this a triple threat. Miz can get his shot with LA Knight. LA Knight and Miz get into it with a promo, saying who truly deserves it, but it's truly decided that not only is it going to be a triple threat, but someone else forcing himself in is going to be involved and make it a fatal four-way. Because John Cena really wants a challenge. But who it is, until the day, is not going to be put into everybody else's awareness. It's set for Crown Jewel. Miz throws skull-crushing finales. John Cena throws shoulder tackles, attitude adjustments. But the one who entered the fatal four-way is Solo Sikoa, who at that moment unleashes a Samoan spike. Then a super kick knocks Cena down fully. Miz basically helping Solo. Solo doesn't need his help and goes for a spike on him, but LA Knight knocks him down. And then John Cena goes for an attack, but Solo catches him and goes for a spike and ends the match and becomes United States champion. Miz cuts with promos after promos saying that he helped Solo and that he should be the one to get a match against Solo next. He should have been the one to walk out of Crown Jewel with the United States Championship. Roman confronts Solo about being the new United States champion, and he says, deal with Miz. John Cena and LA Knight are not the problem anymore. Let him and the bloodline worry about them now. Solo's done his part. Now all he needs to focus on is the United States Championship. Miz and Solo have a match, and Miz low blows him, but Solo, he's not done, and he Samoan spikes Miz. But Miz goes for a skull-crushing finale, and then Solo pulls out a spinning Solo, and right whenever Solo's going for the pin, showed that Miz was psyching him out, and he goes for the figure four leg lock. And then, after Solo doesn't quit, he goes for another skull-crushing finale, and another figure four. And after all of that, despite the impossibility stacked against him, Miz walks out as the new United States champion. And also, because of this means that Miz is a 3-time Grand Slam champion. Miz and Logan Paul have a match, and Logan Paul becomes the new United States champ. But he only holds the belt for 2 weeks until LA Knight becomes the first-time world United States champ and takes it from him. After this, we see the timeline begin to formulate itself just like canon. John Cena fights against the Bloodline. Miz would be inducted into the Hall of Fame and likely retire, but he would stay in WWE for at least a little bit, especially to team with R-Truth and be Awesome Truth one final time, and even team with John Cena. Austin Theory would continue down his dark path, including more and more into the Vision. John Cena would begin his retirement tour, and it would go the exact same as it did in canon, except he would be going out on a much better note because of how his last United States title run went and how he got Miz into the Hall of Fame. And then he would return and launch the John Cena Classic and return to host WrestleManias and Backlashes. And all this just means that if John Cena had won that US belt one more time against Austin Theory, it would have elevated him far sooner and far better than his retirement tour did. And it would have ended his story a lot freaking better, just like it would have if he never went to Hollywood. So, this story should speak for itself on the fact that John Cena beating Austin Theory would have elevated him far more than 2023 and 4 did. But to be fair, 2022 through 4, he was planning his retirement tour. By the way, that rhymed. And that just proves and just goes to show that, like I said, John Cena winning the US belt and bringing meaning to it once again would mean that this bad boy would get far more respect. And who better to give it respect before his time would be up than the greatest of all time? And this belt, it would make Miz a 3-time Grand Slam champion. Perfect to put him in the Hall of Fame. Be with Awesome Truth one more time. Fight with Cena. Fight with LA Knight. It would give LA Knight and Rey Mysterio a match. John Cena one last match with Rey Mysterio. It would give him more matches that he should have had before he retired. And it would have elevated far more careers and far more moments and would have put Austin Theory out to pasture. And that was John Cena's ultimate plan, without anybody even realizing it. So, it just goes to show, one man makes the difference between victory and defeat, and success and failure. And it would just go to show, the greatest of all time, John Cena, would truly be the one to make this title, as he already did, mean more than all the other stars combined. And that's just this guy's opinion. And I think that a lot of people could relate. Had he won against Austin Theory, you'd be looking at the United States Championship a whole lot different. Especially by the time his clock would strike 0 for the most legendary career in professional wrestling. And with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this take for John Cena, The Miz, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, him getting the title early, and just everybody that the United States title elevated. And how it ultimately crushed Austin Theory's career. With that said, only one little story left, and it's going to be a short one. Jeffrey Dahmer and The Walking Dead. Then we get to the next list before the next 2 lists are revealed. And you guys, if you really like this one, the next one, it is going to be one thrill of a time. I'll see you guys then.
Now be gone from my sight.